Hello everybody and welcome to 60 seconds. I think that's just it. 60 seconds, not 60 seconds to die, to live, to run away, to anything like that. Oops. Different control modes. Ooh, I can control this with the gamepad. That would be annoying. Boop. Return. Okay, so I've played a little bit of it. It's kind of fun. I've unlocked a couple of achievements. Like I managed to survive for 40 days. Which, looking at this, I think I need to survive just a little bit longer, and I would have been safe. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to go new game, full-on apocalyptic mode, and we're going to drop a fat man on our house. Medikit, ranging for all injuries, ranging from paper cut to scraped knees. Alright, so I need to take the 10 seconds I have. Okay, I got two members of my family there. There's the map and the suitcase. Awesome. Lots of soup in the kitchen with a fire axe. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's grab Timmy, and we'll grab a gas mask for Timmy because Timmy needs the gas mask and water, and we'll bumpy thumpy wumper dumpers our way through here. Grab this. Grab soup. Grab that. No room. No. Give me more soup then. Let's go, go, go. Back to the shelter. Here we go. Alright, now we're going to run in here. Grab us our fire axe because we're going to need it. Grab me some more soups. There we go. Because soup's going to be important. Dump that in there. Where was the map? Here's the map. Okay, there's the map. We need the suitcase. The suitcase has stuff. No room. Okay. Now let's go get our wife because I think we got time for one more trip. Alright, Mary Jane and the pest control. There we go. Now we'll go grab our wife, dump her down in the hole, so we got all our family members. Grab you, grab the water, that's important. If I can find the Boy Scout manual, that'd be lovely, but unfortunately I have no time. Into the hole we go! Alright, so that was scavenging. Don't know how well we did. I'm pretty sure we are all going to die, because I didn't grab a flashlight. Or a radio. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, day one, here we go. So from here we've got our family members, which we can scroll over to check out their names and stuff. Apparently it's not gonna let us. Decent amount of water, decent amount of hoops. And let's see what we got going on. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. Remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. We can't remember bringing those supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. +1 medikit. Fantastic. Hey, look what we found in the suitcase that we grabbed upstairs. Good thing we didn't unpack our holiday luggage. +1 gun. You fit a gun in that suitcase? Impressive. Must be one of those new fully collapsible rifles. Alright, our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Time to ration out. Everybody's okay. From what I can figure out, the game will tell me when they need to eat and stuff. Play a game, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Kill new people, they said. I mean, no. They never mentioned picking up one would be so much trouble. But luckily we've got checkers here to keep us Geiger meter. Oh, good. The manly man beard has already started. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. It's always better to plan when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened today. Nothing new happened to Mary Jane. Timmy's on his best behavior. How long will it last? Everything seems okay with Dolores. Ted seems to be doing right, even though the world has gone to a poopy place. Okay, so still nobody needs to eat. Still nobody needs to drink. Okay, our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. We got a med kit. And we've got a gas mask, so I think we're going to plan for an expedition. This is terrible. We can't sleep. We've been having problems sleeping ever since we got down here. Now it's worse than ever. If we don't deal with the problem, we won't be able to cope with any of the challenges that await us outside these thin shelter doors. Alright, I've ignored this one before, and like everybody gets sick in the next action. So, gonna give him the med kit. Alright, start chugging pills so y'all can sleep. Our first aid kit was well stocked with a variety of medical supplies, including a pack of sleeping pills. We never thought we would use them, but in these conditions, it's the right thing to also. It was a nice change from our usual diet of tomato soup that we haven't had yet. We're all rested now and can enjoy our time in the shelter. Oh, can we? -1 to our med kit, which apparently everything in there we needed was sleeping pills, but like a pack of wolves, we tore it apart to get at those pills. Everyone has to drink sometime, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Dolores has to drink. All Ted wishes for a few drops. Excuse me, it's been a long day here. I mean, this is the first video I'm recording in my new office, in our new house. But yeah, it's been a long day, so I'm going to send Timmy out with the suitcase, which will allow him to take a couple more things of stuff, and we're going to give him the gas mask. So that's 2 items, and we're going to hope, cross our fingers, that Timmy doesn't run off on us. Okay, here we go. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. There wasn't anything to report about Dolores. This is where it would have been written. It's time to ration out supplies. Everybody is good. Everything is shaking, jumping all over the place. If this has happened before we drank that delicious wine for supper a few weeks back, it would seem perfectly normal. Otherwise, it's just a nuke or a quake. Either way, we need to grab something before it gets smashed to pieces. Oh, guess what? I have nothing. Alright. Anyone hurt? Hopefully not. The entire place is a mess, but nothing seems badly damaged. We should be good as new after a bit of spring cleaning. Mary Jane isn't worried, at least she's not saying so. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Ted isn't complaining much, at least not very much. All the days we spent out here, it's not exactly clean. We smell bad, real bad, and we didn't notice it until now, but now we're about to get sick, so why not take a shower? We don't even have soap, but there are other alternatives. The bullets, the gas mask, or we're going to spray ourselves down with highly poisonous radioactive chemicals. I guess it's not radioactive, but now we're all sick and dead. I need to turn off my treacherous game pad. There we go. Mouse pad. There we go. We finally have a good use for that bug spray we brought down here. Probably smells better than we do. We can use it to become a bit more presentable. Smell-wise, anyway. Mary Jane's diet could do with a little food. Mary Jane could also use something to drink. Dolores is not eating and she wants some water. Ted is thirsty, so water for you and food and water for you guys. There we go. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader, a gambler. He offers us a card game for a bet of 2 bottles of water. We have no cards. Sorry. If you're going to be a gambler, you should bring your own cards. Just a bit of a... I've seen that before, but that is some bloody soup. Forget that every time. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is it that we want to set for the kids? We need supplies. We're not getting them. We're not getting them like that. We tend to rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. There we go. Life is hard for us all. Dolores is in a good mood. We hope it'll stay this way. Ted's stomach is rumbly. There you go. Ted, eat, because you didn't eat the other day, so nom nom noms. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we have to leave eventually. It'll be good to head straight, and safety is more often than numbers. And that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked governmental shelter. Tilly and me had a comic about those, you know. They must exist. We may to make contact with military. I cannot read because words are hard. Day 8. Boop. If there's one thing we need to do, it's use the radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or strolling outside when you get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. No new problems for Ted. Things are going for a few years back. Hard to find cells for women. It's from the maybe more to a place turned to Anvil. Tongues are. Oh, hey, Timmy's back. Hey! Oh, Timmy looks sad. very tired. Timmy tired. But you lost the briefcase, and you broke the gas mask. You brought back some soup and water, though, and some cards, I guess. Still, it's better safe down here than dead up there. We were afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland now safe. None of the burnt down buildings looked very inviting, but after some exploring and run away from mutant spider crabs, or whatever those were, we ended up finding a bar. For some reason, it survived the blast. Neon sign was still working, except of course for the letter A, so BR. Who would have known that tomato soup was such a popular snack at a bar? We found a few cans and took them with us, plus one can. We found a few cans and took them with us, plus one. A few, at the least. One is singular. Couple is double. At the very least, a few is 3. Several is 5, and we move on from there. So, a few cans. We should have gotten 3 cans of soup. I'm nitpicking. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, and we were wrong. For whatever we wanted, it wasn't pure, and it wasn't water, but hey, if it quenches thirst, it counts, plus 2 water. And from what we could tell, the atomic blast interrupted a poker game. Those poor guys aren't likely to be finishing that game anytime soon, but we can still use their cards to entertain ourselves. Oh no, our gas mask was damaged during the expedition. Oh no, we really liked that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Mary Jane is thirsty, needs to drink. Timmy needs to eat and sleep. Water's water. Water, Dolores. You. Is it that for you? I think it's that for you. And Ted got nothing, right? Ted wants water. Dolores wants water. Timmy wants food. And Mary Jane wants water. So no. Yes. Gimme. And yes. There we go. Looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. No. Sending Timmy out? Of the question. For an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something is making a lot of noise since dawn we couldn't sleep. It seems to be coming from under the floor. Coincidentally, we just found a manhole that we could use to go down and check what's going on. Grab an axe. We're going down the manhole in our own bomb shelter. Back at you. Well, what the dingus? We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile or alligator, or something else with giant mouth and plenty of teeth. It's always better when things are... I gotta go to the dentist in the morning. I shouldn't clack my teeth like that. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy should eat. Timmy got hurt. Dolores is calm. Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone to poop. So Timmy needs to eat and everyone else is okay. I'm gonna wait for the radiation to go. We opened the bunker door this morning to let into some fresh radioactive air. We discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was a note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we look inside? Yes! Always accept gifts from strangers. That's how Loot Crate works. Doesn't look like anybody died. Oh, Mary Jane got weird. It was an innocent-looking bottle of water. We took a sip, or so we thought. We got lucky. It was all a lie. The water's a lie. Either that or some water was irradiated, or it made some kind of biological weapon. It made us all feel sick. Mary Jane contracted an illness. Dolores is doing well. Or is she just? Timmy doesn't need much. He should drink and is hungry. Good Lord, Timmy. Ted is not complaining, at least not very much. So Mary Jane needs water? No, Mary Jane needs medicine. Timmy needs food and water. Nope, still not going outside. It's time we stopped wondering about what's going on and start asking questions, or at least listening to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning that old radio that we don't work and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? That I'm gonna close my eyes. A whole new world. Because it is so poopy. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue of what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Maybe. Alright, Mary Jane is quite hungry. Water is what Mary Jane needs. Timmy is hungry. Stop eating! You've eaten for 3 straight days! Dolores would love to eat. Water is what she wants, and Ted wants water. So, water, food, water. Mary Jane hungry, water, and Timmy hungry. Timmy hungry. Tim hungry. Tim hungry. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on the street has survived the bombing and somehow seems to be ringing. We should send someone out to answer it. Go, Mary Jane, go. And she was never heard from again. Blink. 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 When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of release from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We'd started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning from the shelter. Mary Jane's diet could use some food. Like a good scout, Timmy's making the best of the situation. He even seems cheerful. Dolores is fine. Ted is rumbly. So, food for you. And Mary Jane wanted food? Yes. Mary Jane wanted food. Okay. We now have more water than food. I'm certain not about the situation. Trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies. Don't send out you. We're going to send out Dolores. Our supplies are scarce and morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from their retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old and we need more. Right. No. Don't steal from the old folks. That's just wrong. Day 14. Robbing innocents? Absolutely not. We are not savages. We do not stoop that low. It's more important for ourselves to keep our values even in these troubled times. Especially in those troubled times. Let us set a shiny example and leave those poor people alone. Mary Jane's fine, doesn't need anything. Timmy doesn't need much, should drink. Dolores is calm. This morning was calm enough for Ted, so Timmy needs to drink. We are sending out Dolores, and she, like a good mother, will go out into the wilderness swinging an axe! Wildly, rapidly, swinging an axe and cutting up trees! I just realized it looked like I was doing some kind of weird rave dance. Water's what Mary Jane needs right now. Timmy is good, at least it was 5 minutes ago. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted needs water. Ted needs water. And Mary Jane needs water. Okay. I am sorry about the yawning, but like I said, long day. We keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, and we start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the running part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep your ears and eyes open. Oh good, Mary Jane's sick, and the manly beard is coming in better. Nice manly beard. If there's one thing we need to do on the use radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that are transmitted in our area. It's either that, or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up, and the first option sounds a bit more sane. Aren't there any drugs we can give Mary Jane? No, you guys ate them all for sleeping pills. Timmy's good, at least it was 5 minutes ago, and it looks like you guys ate half a roll of gauze. I don't even know who wanted to know who jammed that in their face. Half a roll of gauze. Spiders seem to be operating under the assumption they have the same rights to the shelter we do. They're everywhere and they don't seem scared of us. It's time we change that. We don't want spiders in our soup. No! I do want the Spidey spiders. Oh, Timmy, you are all kinds of banged up now, broham. We decided we could get rid of the spiders with the bare hands and feet or whatever body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances really fast. All we achieved was getting tired and maybe having more luck next time. Mary Jane isn't worried. Timmy can't survive without water. And Tim is good. And Ted is good. Ted is God. Yeah, Ted is God. We wish we could leave here. Sitting down here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. Okay, sounds like Dolores is back, and she brought soup and water, and a radio, and a med kit. Go, Dolores. Look at you swinging your axe. We can take care of ourselves. We're glad Dolores came back safely from the wasteland, plus 1 axe. For our daily bread and butter needs, we always went to a small store to the next to Barber's. They had the amazing clerk who always came to us, and again, we found it all intact. Most food on the shelves was outdated, rotten, and a lot of eggs were smashed on the floor. Guess what? Soup cans don't expire until 2015. Good for us. It's 2016, and they got 4. We got Thor soup. We found everything on the shelf with a big sign that read 99. The only thing left were bottles of water. Expensive for $99. 4 bottles of water. 4 bottles of water. 4 bottles of water. We got some water, we got some soup, and now we take a bath in soup. The store counter was very dirty thanks to some previously used chewing gum and smokes. On the other side, we found the radio playing strange, exotic European music. There was a restroom in the back. Inside, we found a dead body next to a first aid box. Guess I didn't know. Well, clearly, he did not eat the gauze as sleeping medicine. Seriously, guys, you really need to work on that. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Timmy is hungry, Dolores would love to eat, and Dolores is tired. Mary Jane drink, Timmy food, Dolores food, Ted water. Ted water, Dolores. So the girls eat and the boys drink. The boys drink! We're not certain about the situation. The trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies! We're gonna send out Mary Jane, and we'll start planning for the next expedition. Starting down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier, but hopefully this will all blow over soon, and life will be back to what it used to be, or else we face the dangers we've never dreamt. Okay? We'll send Mary Jane, even though she's sick. Oh no, we could have given Mary Jane the medicine. I could have given Mary Jane the medicine. Some mornings feel a bit hopeless. We need to pull ourselves together and be more optimistic. The army can't be far. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need to find her something to drink. Fast. Timmy should eat. Dolores would love to eat, and Ted is hungry. Food, 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 food. Right? Mary Jane is drink. So I'm going to give Mary Jane drink and the med kit. There we go. Boopy-doop-a-doop. Mary Jane will go outside. And Mary Jane being Mary Jane is going to take an unloaded gun. Yeah, that's smart. We're going to send Mary Jane out with a deck of cards. Go, Mary Jane, go! Fight the power! Fight the power! Timmy fell sick. Poop. Dolores would love to eat. There's got to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Ted is not complaining. Well, Dolores, eat and drink. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. She's fortunately out of ammo. She tells us... There's an armed and dangerous woman. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us that she hunts wild beasts of the race, and right now she's on the trail of a giant mutant spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you going to do with that spider lady? Put her on the leash? She promises to let us... that if we help her, she'll return the favor another day. Give her bullets. I don't have bullets. I can give you some soup. You want some soup? I got lots of soup. We're gonna take baths in soup. Here we go. The woman says she hunts mostly for food. Clearly, she's an uncivilized savage. Delicious soup is what decent people eat these days. We're not amused, and we didn't give her anything. Timmy can't survive without water. Dolores has rested, and Ted needs water. 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 So Dolores got sick and then got better. It's so easily to escalate silly arguments in close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting and then suddenly we were fighting. And fighting. And fighting. And fighting. And fighting. And let's just hope this all gets over soon. It's like a little kitten sneeze. We stopped arguing. But for how long? Timmy needs an extra blanket. He's shivering all the time. Everything seems okay for Dolores. There isn't nothing going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing not new. Okay, everybody's good. Timmy wants water. Can't keep sitting on her. Okay, this is the second time we've heard this one, so let's go ahead and flip on the radio now that we got it, because Dolores is awesome. We made contact! The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this, and help is on the way. We just need to wait till further instructions to keep our radio in working order. Tim needs a blanket. Dolores will not last without water. Ted is good. I don't have a blanket for you, Tim Tim. I'm sorry, Tim Tim. We could really use some more supplies and counted all of them today, and the numbers did not make us happy. Time to do something about it. We know a teacher from the local school managed to rescue a bunch of kids and led them to a nearby building where they're relatively safe, and we could really use whatever they have. We could really use it again. So we're going to steal from the old people? No. Now we're going to steal from kids? Even more. Nope. Nope. We're no bandits. Sure, we need supplies, but not at the cost of others. We won't bother these people. A man who takes from canned soup from another is not worthy to eat that soup. Let's just hope that everyone else out there is as decent as our family. Timmy should eat. Timmy cannot survive without water. Timmy is tired. Dolores is doing quite well, or she can't find anything to complain about, and all Ted wants is water. So, whoops. Badoop. So Ted water, Timmy everything. Timmy everything, Ted water. A knock on the door is not something we take lightly these days, so when a man came to our doorstep today offering a highly profitable game of cards, which we sent out with Mary Jane. Sounds like someone just coughed up half a hairball. Must be from all the hair from my manly man beard. Timmy is good, at least it was 5 minutes ago. Dolores is okay. Ted is hungry. Gambling, terrible habit. No, we'd rob people first, and seeing how I've had 2 opportunities to rob and haven't done so. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we've been wondering what's on the other side of what's on that other door in the shelter. Should it even be here? Where does it lead? It's high time we checked it out. Grab the gun. Here we go. Get my gun! Ooh, Mary Jane's back. Mary Jane, you look awful. I'm glad to see those meds that we used on you have worked out good. We figured the best way to be sure is that no one jumps us from the mysterious side of the gym, was to pass the door open and start firing. When the smoke was gone, we were able to assess our operation. The room was empty. We hit nothing but walls. We barely dodged one ricochet that had gone bad. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane. What was that? A bird? Is it a stockbroker? Is it the bicycle repairman? No, it's an air raid drop. An aid airdrop. It was an excellent time to leave the bunker and search for supplies. One of the food drops broke in midair, and now it's rain and soup. Hallelujah, it's rain and soup. Hey. Lucky for us, a few cans survived the fall. Some crates were filled with very weird stuff. Why did they drop a crate full of rubber ducks? At least one of those smaller crates had a few bottles of water in it. We forced one of those bottles open and found an impressive collection of stinky cheese and a gas mask. We got our gas mask back! We decided since we value our lives and our noses, we'd take the mask and leave the cheese behind. Well, those cards we took with us outside, they're staring inside. Mary Jane could use a bit of food. Timmy is good. Dolores would love food and drink. Ted is okay, so Dolores food and drink, and Timmy food? Is that what I remember reading? No, it's Mary Jane that needs food. So you eat, you stop being difficult, kid. Boop. A young man paid us a visit today and told us the story of his brave twin sister who went missing while spying at a nearby bandit camp. He said that the circumstances are far from perfect, and that in fact, to contact us and meet us. He believes his sister was discovered and currently held captive in that camp. He has a few men, but could use all the help we should give him. I will give him Ted against my better judgment. Bye, Ted. Ted gone forever. And he was never heard from again. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her weapon, and fought off. That's incredibly heroic. Threw her a weapon and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader was actually their father. It's a crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they're really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Ted has returned. Mary Jane could use food. Timmy needs water. Mary Jane needs food. Timmy needs water. We could really use the supplies. Let's send Dolores out again. We expect a post-apocalyptic time of peace and quiet, since most people aren't around anymore. Yet here we have someone at the door. When we open it, we encounter a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asks us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What even is?
Here you go, a bottle of water.
Perfect. Excuse me. The visitor wasn't very happy that we didn't have water chip, or that we didn't know what it was. He did help himself to the water we offered him, and explained that a chip is of utmost importance. Before we learned anything more, he left for the wasteland. Mary Jane needs food. Timmy is about to die from his injuries. Mary Jane needs food. Here you go. Eat up. Who should go outside? I believe it was Dolores, who's going to fend off the world with her axe again. Dolores and her axe, because she will axe them all a question. Alright, here we go. Next day, Mary Jane keeps fainting, Timmy's pale, Ted is thirsty. Boopy-doop. What was that? The radio static for a moment. Let's try tuning in that signal and bust our radio. Okay, radio's still good. Still got lots of whoop too. We're able to tune in and get rid of just enough static to listen to a very energetic, lively speaker. It seems he was well informed and mentioned a few helpful tips that should make us easy for us to provide an easy expedition outside. Much better. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need to find her something to drink. Timmy is hungry. How about getting Timmy something to drink? Ted is fine. Boop. Mary Jane is hungry or thirsty. I forget which. We got a little scared today when all of a sudden our map fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted. When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe. We don't remember installing it, but we could probably crack it. Technically, we have all the time in the world. Should we try? Yes. Because unless it's a very specific kind of wall safe, it's not going to have a glass reinforcement. Where'd my kids go? We couldn't do anything about Timmy's wounds. They got worse and worse, and eventually he got fed up and left. All that remains of him is a note explaining that we are lousy parents and he will be back when he becomes the warlord of the wastelands. Mary Jane's sickness got worse and we weren't able to provide her with medicines because you guys decided to eat the gauze in this medicine kit, and decided it's time to cure her whatever she had on her own. She left a note saying she's not coming back since she never liked our town to begin with. We're still not certain how the map fell down, but there was a ghost playing tricks on us. It was a friendly one. Inside the safe, we found some useful items. We will not do good ghost. No exorcism. Morning's been calm enough for Ted. He's doing well. The radar on our street camp's been acting especially madly. They're acting like real savages. You don't stand for that. Somebody should show these innocent survivors of the wasteland aren't just miserable victims, and that someone is us. Grab your gun, Teddy boy. And Ted went ape. Poop insane. When did we get the suitcase back? We performed a very tactical maneuver, sneaked towards the camp in broad daylight without any cover, but it turned out no such maneuver was needed. When we arrived, the bandits were fighting with a group of giant mutated spiders, and nobody was guarding the supplies. We picked up whatever we could and hurried back to the shelter before the raiders noticed anything. Ted don't drink, Ted won't last. Ted gone crazy. Territories transmit again. They said the first steps to locate any remaining survivors. The plane blew a sweep over our neighborhood in the evening. We were supposed to be out in the signal opening signal flashlight. Use light flash no have make plane land go away. Happy live survive. Yay! Signal has to wait. Besides, what do they know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this company. Ted is hungry. Here you go, Ted. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it'd be a good idea to take a look outside and see if there's any trouble. As we were about to stop, all a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness. I'm fired bullets at it wildly. Ted, your wife is a zombie. Beans. 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 A A quick shot with the rifle is more than enough to scare away or maybe bring down whatever creature stalked us in the darkness, and we never saw it again. We were glad to see Dolores came back from the wasteland. We believe the expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We have to be more cautious. While scavenging, one should check every possible corner, even if it doesn't seem promising. With that in mind, we ventured into the ruins of a lovable bank, hoping to find something more than piles of useless pre-apocalypse coins. Looks like the bank was robbed just before the blast. The vault was cracked open with saws and hidden in teddy bears. Who does that anyway? Anyway, we can see why they wanted to rob the place so badly. The place was filled with tomato soup. How did it end here? Maybe the mail delivered it to a bank instead of a food bank. 4 more soups. We found a shopping bag on the floor next to the counter. It contained a couple of rotten bananas, hand cream, and a pair of bunny slippers with some bottled water. Tempting us as all those treasures may have been, we limited ourselves to taking just the water. So this is how we guarded the place. Unacceptable. The guard room found skeletons. 2 individuals seemed to have been playing cards when the bombs hit. Good thing we kept all of the money in a really safe place in the special cookie jar in the kitchens. The guard didn't provide security, but their cards will contribute to a high quality of shelter entertainment. We returned from the expedition, but our axe didn't make it. Dolores' sanity is questionable, pretty fatigued, really tired, needs food. There we go. Alright, the only person left is Ted. I want cake! I always thought life could be much better than before we got nuked. Now we think life could be much better in a way that not much has changed. Alright, come on. I just need to get past day 40. If I could reach day 42, that'd be awesome. My nose is starting to go bad. Ted wants eat, Ted wants water. Nope. Ted wants water, Dolores wants eats. Nope. We opened the door, suitcase on the doorstep. Could be empty. Should we open it? Last time it was poisoned water. I love the fact that both of you are insane. There's no such thing as too much water nowadays. We inspected it thoroughly after taking the suitcase, but it looks absolutely harmless and purified. We hope to meet this generous stranger one day and thank him personally for keeping our family well hydrated. Dolores wants food and water. Ted is okay. Dolores, food and water. Nope, not going outside. Don't have an axe anymore. When we hear knock 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 and decide to open it, our heart rate always gives it. Fortunately, it was not some bloodthirsty raiders, but the brother and sister we befriended some time ago. They're quite ambitious with their group, trying to construct a few houses and make a small camp. If we had an axe, we could help with the construction. I could give you my gun and you could shoot the trees down. But unfortunately, right now, all of my people are poop insane. It's unfortunate we don't have any tools and we can't just chop wood with our bare hands. No matter how determined we are, we had to refuse. Dolores still isn't full control of her faculties. We're not sure what monsters are inhabiting it. Ted isn't normal. Sometimes his behavior is downright disturbing. It's been hardened down here. Living here, we need to make the best of it, or else we'll find ourselves in even more troubles. So, there's another day down. Everybody's still insane. Ted should drink. Dolores' questionable sanity. It's hard not to worry considering the current situation. Ted is drink. Dolores is sane. Ted is drink. Dolores is good. State remains unknown. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. We found some weird mushrooms growing on the side of the wall. Food shortage. Good idea to grab a mushroom. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, let's grab a mushroom. Maybe it'll be riddled with penicillin and we can get healed. So did not happen. Okay, those were delicious. Our only concerns, they were glowing in the dark, and now we are too, for that matter. Dolores is all that she wants. Dolores, water, going down. Ted, not good. Okay, so just blitzing through those. I forgot to read that last one, I'm sorry, but there's day 40, and our map is now torn, and Dolores is no longer hunched over, but now she's gone for full-on I'ma eat your brains mode. We can take care of ourselves. Every day Ted is becoming more and more absent-minded. Since early this morning, he's been completely committed to reading a newspaper, or rather that thing that he thinks is a newspaper or toilet paper. He seems very interested in it too, so we didn't want to drag him away from his reading. He had answered a call, but then he accidentally reached for a map. Suffice to say, it's unusable now. Ted, however, is absolutely insane. Didn't seem very bothered by it, and when we tried to make him realize what he had done and take back the toilet paper, he just muttered that he might lend it to us when he was finished. Dolores is rested. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing all right. Alright, let's go take care of the bandits. Bang. Everybody dead? No. 9.25 scans of food. We tried our best, but they had numbers. We didn't even manage to reach the supplies. The camp was too well guarded. Bandits sent us running. Ted's stomach is rumbling and wants water. But Dolores doesn't get anything. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker. We thought, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know.
Day 42! Alright. We played I Spy. It was pretty fun. Everybody got bored with W. Dolores is not eaten. Dolores needs water. Ted is still crazy.
Alright, I'm gonna move this closer to me so I can sit back and relax still. No one's going out. Shine your boots, hoist the flag, the army's on the radio. Get a flashlight ready and they'll know where to look for us. Can't. All of my people have gone. We can survive ourselves. Signal has to wait. Battery light's expensive. Dolores crazy. Ted crazy. Everybody okay there. Don't need that, don't need that. Surviving down here is no rock in the park. It won't get easier. Hopefully we might be strangers. We never thought. Excuse me. Yeah, they're gonna go crazy and I'm gonna lose this. I think Dolores just got sick too. Some mornings feel a bit hopeless. We need to pull ourselves together. We woke to find ourselves something burning. Woke up in panic. Turned out the fire was under control more or less. The past few days, Dolores has been very busy building a house of cards. Started with a single building, but soon she was out of cards and constructing another small card standing in the corner of our bunker during the night. When it was on fire and calmly observed the flames, we asked why. She said she just got a different of a stare where there was still credibility, and said that some woman just wanted to watch the world burn. Awesome. Nope, no one going outside. Yes, here we go. Listen to the radio. See if there's anything out there. Anything at all. Ted's going crazy. Ah, how fortunate we took the radio with us. They can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Dolores has to drink. Ted needs to drink. Okay, so water's for all. Bing bonk. Always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake for some reason. It never worked out. And the time we promised a great cake, it didn't turn out. That was a disappointment and we were glad. We're definitely glad getting a cake when the radiation clouds are gone. Snore. Okay, at this point, why don't you guys just die? We're not going to win. Can we make it work even in Toronto? Question is, how do we find a boat to get out there? We've heard that the best way to get to is Europe. Okay, Ted's just insane, but everything's okay there. We were happy to open the door and see some faces. They're building a camp. Need to give axe so we can move on in that quest line. Don't have axe. Hope they can manage without us. Cozy camp seems like a nice idea. I wish we could get the group call. Dolores is unpredictable. Sometimes we're a bit afraid of her.
Everybody's okay for food and water.
Ever since this darn bomb dropped. Oh, Dolores has died. What'd she die of? Dolores' sickness. Okay, living in the past is not why. Ted needs food and water, so Ted gets all of that. Well, there's the circumstances we found ourselves in. Supplies are running low, but if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact our neighbor had a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside, so of course, there's a chance the neighbor and the kids managed to get there in time. We could really use whatever they have, and stronger should we pay them a visit. Sure, why not? We're about dead anyway. And Ted dies. Day 49. Here we go. Just earned a new achievement. The dark side. We're now returned some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel good about it. Let's just never mention it again. Ted is acting normal. Time to ration supplies. Ted is quite the it seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not, we won't know. Sorry about that. Before the world turned into an unforgiving dead wasteland, we were friends with almost everyone, including the man Jim, who would shamble through our streets often and say hello. When we wanted to address and visit him, he gave us our address, and that took us to a park. Old man Jim is such a joker. It appears that he survived Splash since he got at our door right now asking if we want to buy a rock. I'll buy a rock. I'll buy 20 pet rocks. You're not asking for money, are you? Rocks, we love rocks. Mary Jane used to have a sizable collection of minerals that we were all really fond of. Even the simplest radioactive is a good start for a new collection. The one we chose is pretty and shiny, and Jim didn't want anything in return. He told us that it brings luck and that we should cherish it. Seems okay. Things are really going our way. Ted is okay, even though he's insane. We're enjoying the bucket. I forgot to read that. All I saw was people going outside. I was like, nope. We're not going to run around like the knights at the round table following some madman scribbles. The world is crazy enough. Ted doesn't drink. He won't last. No, go back. Quit double-clicking. Ted is all by himself. Okay. The wasteland is full of surprises like this man. Not going to claim he's willing to offer a lot for some decent ammunition. I'll give you the chessboard. And you'll laugh at me and take it anyway. Okay? We offered checkers instead of ammunition. He was confused and tried to explain what ammunition was. We pretended not to understand, but he left with our checkerboard. Butt munch. Ted tries to hide it, but he's obviously had a lot of issues and has lengthy conversation with the puppet on his hand. Shine your boots and hoist the flag. Nope. Oh, pop my elbow. There we go. Signal has to wait. Besides, they know Ted keeps battling out his demons. Everybody's good there. Favorite radio station stops. Should tinker with our radio? No. Don't do that. And dead. Ted died. Ted left. Okay. Yep, that's it. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Everything will be just fine. Ted cannot resist the lab madness. I see him here. Excuse me. It seems that today, following the advice of his sock puppet, he left the bunker and went in an unknown direction, never to be seen and heard from again. We hope Ted and the cruel puppet took him away from us. We have lots of fun. They didn't make it. These are our final words, and our advices to anyone who read this is obscured writing. 54 days. Okay. That's not bad. Anyway, I gotta go, so thanks for joining me, everybody, on this round of 60 seconds in my new house, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye! Oops, suck 'em up. There we go. Grab a pink dude. Pink guys are nice because I'm pretty sure by this point everybody knows about this game. And the pink guys are nice because the pink guys will eat basically anything you throw at them. And then they poop, and the poop is what we want because this game is all about farming all of the poops. Farming up the poops. There we go. I don't know if I can pull off top 10. That's a bit ridiculous. No, you don't. I saw you doing that. You ain't gonna get me. Bad Reddit. No Reddit. Oh goodness, there's a full-on stop. Aw, snap.